You know, I read a lot of police stories, action, adventure, things like that. Yeah. It's my weakness. And the one question they always ask is, who would want this person dead? Is that the way police operate?
Yeah, we do that.
All right, then. I can't imagine why anyone would want Mr. Gilbert or Mrs. Merle Delafield dead. I mean, they were such lovely people. And Janice, well, Janice had her quirky ways at times, but then don't we all?
Well, yes, we do. What do you think about money as a motive, then?
Oh, no, I don't think so. You see, as I understand it, every penny was to go toward the Delafield Foundation, and that's for charitable work.
Well, that's not much use then, is it?
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. May I help you, Mary?
Oh, thank you, love.
You're welcome. There you
go. Oh, they still write her letters. It touches me so I just can't bear it.
What do you do with them all?
Well, I did give them to Mr. Dene, but he'd throw them out, so I just pen a little thank you. Speaking of Mr. Dene...
what goes to Mr. Dene? Can I have a look?
Sure, that's for him. That's one of the royalties from Catherine's recordings. She bequeathed that to him.
52,500. How often does Catherine get checks like this, Mary?
Oh, about once a month. Sometimes I would deposit them for her if she was away.
See.
Are the checks always that large?
Oh, that's a small one. Usually they're much larger.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of money to get from your Google Press.
Oh, yes, but Mrs. Lavery don't think anything of Mr. Dene. I mean, he has his faults, but he loves Catherine better than himself. He'd do anything rather than profit from her death. He would never think...
We're not accusing him. He's just thinking out loud.
Oh, well, you know, it's hard. It really is with all these strange things coming out all the time. Oh, sure. Would you like some more? I'd love to give you some more.
Well, Mary, we didn't get the piano business sorted out, but we're going to have to be going.
Oh?
Yeah. We don't want to wear out our welcome, do we?
Oh, you couldn't. I'm that happy for the company.
Thank you, darling. But I have a police department to run, and this isn't the only case in town. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for the tea.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Bye-bye.
It was my pleasure. Goodbye now.
Bye. Watch the step.
Yeah.
Okay, be careful. Come back any time.
Hello. Lynn's not going to make you lunch, but she said she'll do you a little sandwich.
Uh-huh. Heavy on the mustard, easy on the mayo.
Yeah. What are you reading?
Missing pages out of Kate's diary.
How'd you find them?
By looking in the right place.
Which was where?
In a box with Donne's name on the front of it.
Donne?
Well, you didn't think it was Mary that did this, did you? Especially as these pages refer to him in the most unflattering of terms.
That's why I cut them out.
Look at this. Look at this bit here.
Mm-hmm.
And there. Mm-hmm. And there.
She's convinced that her parents were murdered.
Along with her sister Janice.
Oh. And these were in Donne's box?
Well, they're in a box with his name on it.
Someone else might have put them there. Or he might have put them there.
Could be.
You think he killed Catherine?
Possible.
Well, who's going to be next? Don't you think we ought to warn some people, like Mary, for instance, or Althea Paul?
Warn them of what? There's no proof on anything. You run around springing traps that haven't been set and you might create problems.
Well, if people's lives are in danger.
They're still going to be in danger. There's something here that doesn't stick right. I mean, think about it. Now, a guy who's clever, or a woman, clever enough to run around murdering people and not making it look like murder, for the last 5 years, possibly stiffing as many as 4 people, possibly more, isn't dumb enough to leave loose pages lying around in a box that's not sealed.
Yeah, you're right. It's too easy. Someone's trying to frame Donne. What do you want me to do?
Go over everything I've collected and give me a conclusion on what you think. In the meantime, I'm going to retire to my study, puff on my calabash pipe, strum my violin, and consult with my latest consort.
Who's that?
My furry-faced friend called Friday. I am convinced that intellectual capacity directly multiplies according to how many legs propel you across the earth.
Well, you and he's good friends now. I'm very happy for you.
Well, let's put it this way. We seem to tolerate each other a little better, thank you. The dog seems to know there's something not quite right. In any case, Tell my darling daughter that I'm very grateful for the animal.
I will. Hey, what about a hug?
No, all right.
You look after yourself, okay?
There, dear. Are you still at it?
Oh, I'm tired enough to go through these things. One has to stick to it.
Well, I don't think you should be doing that alone. I want to help you.
Of course.
Ah, the mail. Man, Catherine knew so many people. Look at this. Cards from all over the world. Italy, Germany, France. Aha, a royalty check. Danae will be glad to see this one, I'll bet. First of many more to come.
Indeed. Well, I must say I disagree with my over-generous cousin in that bequest.
Oh, no, Miss Cartwright. Danae loved Catherine, and she herself said that she never would have buckled down the way she did without him to push her.
Well, I think you misunderstand. I worry about Claude's competence to handle large sums of money because I haven't seen him sober since I got off the plane.
Oh, we all worry about that.
Well, Catherine had no way of knowing he'd fall off the wagon that hard in his grief. Maybe he'll pull himself together.
I hope so.
In any event, Mary, you will be sure that Claude gets this one.
Oh, yes, I always give him his mail.
Of course, Catherine hadn't seen him drinking. First I noticed it was the night of the benefit. The night she died. It's as if he knew something bad was going to happen.
You know, maybe Mr. Danae had a premonition, the same as Robert Scorpio. He said right out something had happened to Catherine.